welcome. Today we are looking at FS19 new mods, and what have we got in the mod hub for the end of the week? Let's go and check out the mod hub update. We have the Briri Field Master by Giant Software, which is part of the Agritechnic pack, which is being released from now till Christmas apparently. Then we have the Burgmann TSW 6240, another one by Giant Software, a manure spreader. And then we have the Pigshed by DMI 20mm Normandy. The packaging consists of two older pig sheds, a small one with 40 meters long for 60 pigs, and a different one. The second one is 90 meters for 90 pigs, 80 grand. And then we have the Gorenc Graser, which this is a weed. It is a weeder, yeah, by Polycount and Bergmann 003. With grazing, you can quickly, efficiently scrape the weeds from your fields of arable land. Then we have the Container Office. Container Office with sleep option for tired workers, and a shelter by Farmer Boys Modding Maverick 74. And that is your lot for today. So first one out, and we're going to look at the Gorenc Graser, which is a weeder. Now quite cheap this one, £700 to buy, £35 on your initial leasing costs, and 4 meters working width with -4 on the slot count. You only need 40 horsepower, which isn't a lot. I think we've got one tractor which is 39 horsepower. The rest of them are a lot more than that, so we're not going to have any issues with it. So there it is, simple bit of kit. Just put it down on the deck, drive over the weeds, weeds disappear. So we got some weeds set up just here, so let's see if it works. Right, let's hook that up. So we've just got the unfolding action on it basically, and that's a little bit slow. And then we drop it down, and that's your lot. Weeds, and hopefully the weeds will disappear. And they do. It is a weeder. So another new weeder to the collection. And we got a little bit of animation there with the dirt jumping around. That is working speed of 9 mile an hour, I think it is. No, 7 mile an hour. It might be. Yeah, it is 9 mile an hour. It's just because it was on a slope. It wasn't really having it. Hopefully we should get the 9 mile an hour now. 8. Have a container house. Now I forgot this, which is why it's not in the thumbnail. So container house, 10 grand to buy, -12 on your slot. And I get a bit annoyed with buildings like this, where you're like, okay, that's brilliant, look at all that, fantastic, let's go and have a look inside. So to get inside, we go up the stairs on that side. There's nothing on the back, windows on the back of that bit there, and then we go up the stairs so we can sleep. You are not tired. It looks pretty cool in here. I like that. But that's all you're getting into. You're only getting into this. So what's the point of having all that? What's all that then? Can't we get into that? Can't we use it for storage? So we have got somewhere underneath we can park. But all of this you can't get into. And for me, I don't like that. What's the point? What is the point of having all this space? Look, so we've got basically 1/6 of it we can use. The rest of it is just there, can't be used. But that is the container house. If you want one, there it is. 10 grand. So next mod, Briri, something like that. Field Master 20. Now this is part of the Agritechnica pack, which is due to be released over the next few weeks. They're going to do it on a daily basis, I think. I don't really know much about it, to be honest. So here it is. Now this one will cost you £172,000 and £8,772 on your initial leasing cost. You do need 220 horsepower to run it, and it will hold 20,000 litres of slurry or digestate. It is -10 on the slot count, so it's not excessive, but it is a few. But the advantage with this one, it is we can put it on the back and we can put the slurry into the fields, and it is also a slurry tender where you can use it to refill other implements if you want to, which is pretty cool. I'll show you how that works in a minute, but you see all the detailing of it. It's pretty shit hot, it really is. Done a good job, but it is giants, they're not going to do mediocre. I do like this old school Phillip valve gauge, not valve, which shows you if it's. I thought that one was empty. No, that is the full one, and then you've got this one is empty. But lots going on with it, and this is the discharge pipe, so you can. So let's have a look around this side, and yeah, we got intake in. Is that intake and outtake, I suppose? But it looks nice mod. It comes in the green or the black only, no other colour combinations and no other options for tyres. It is what it is. So it's the first time I got this case Puma out since it had the update where you can change all the rims and what have you, and I do like this colour. Black, yellow, red, cool as. Right, so let's put the help window on and then we can show you what functions we've got. So basically on the arm, basically that folds down like that, and then that comes up like that. So the whole idea is if you want to fill up your other tanker, you can do. So it doesn't need to get that close to it as well, it is quite forgiving. And there we go, refill slurry tanker. And the nice thing is you can just do it from this tractor, where you don't have to go into the other tractor, into the other trailer to unload it. So there we go, we've loaded that one into there. Let's just drop that one off, and you can also overload back into the other tank as well. So we hook up this one back up, and you see we start overloading straight away, and we can overload it straight back into the other one. So like I said, you can use it as a tender, which is pretty handy. So let's fold that away. Whoa, wrong button. It's the L1, that's it. Fold it down, just like that. So we have a field all ready to go. So we need to unfold. And let the worker go. Yeah, and that is throwing out the slurry. That's probably the thickest lines of slurry I've seen so far in the game. They're normally quite small little lines. £10-mile-an-hour working speed. Wow, you can see that there's loads of slurry. You don't normally see that much slurry on the ground, but it all works. That's the main thing. Now I use this one because you do need 220 horsepower, and this one's 225 horsepower, so it does struggle a little bit, but it's right on the top end of, you know, you should have a little bit more horsepower. It pulls it, it does the job, no issues. So here's the next mod, the Bergmann TSW 6240W. Now this is a manure spreader, but it's also a lime spreader as well, where you can do lime or do manure. So this one comes in green. The only thing you can change are it comes standard with trail bugs, and if you want Michelin tyres, they will cost you an extra £3,550. It's £92,500 to buy, an initial leasing cost of £4,717. You do need 160 horsepower, and it's minus 21 on the slot count. Will hold 25,000 litres, and it's got a working spread width of 24 meters, so a fair old size. Now I've got the styre for this one. This is 175 horsepower, and when it was fully loaded with manure, it does get up to speed. Takes a while, but there's a lot of weight there. So let's take this up to this field. And the only thing you've got on this one is the unfold. So we unfold and the plate comes out at the top there. And yeah, he is going to struggle going up that hill, so you have got to watch the horsepowers. You know, it says you need 220 horsepower. We got 225, and we're crawling along at 4 miles an hour. But that's a hell of a spread pattern coming out of the back of there. That's got to be one of the best ones I've seen so far. You can't even see the ground. Cool. Right, so let's go and check the lime version. So here's the lime one, and we've got the hoses there ready to go. And we didn't check the lighting, did we? So we've got quite a few lights on the back there, indicators. Looks like we've got no beacons on this one. No beacons on it. Just bring it over into place. Same thing again, you've got to unfold that bit there. And let's set that worker off and see what speed he's going to go. Yeah, it's because of this hill. I should have had probably a bit more horsepower, really. But it's nice to have versatile bits of kit, so you can spread lime and you can also spread manure. Top job. Nice bit of kit. Right, so let's go back down to the trailer, because we didn't turn the lights on the slurry tank. So on this one, the lighting wise, I always forget the lighting sometimes. We got indicators. It's exactly the same as the Bergmann, isn't it? But we have got a beacon on the back there. No lighting on the sides, it's just those little side lights at the back. Those little ones on the side there, they're pretty cool. And we have got those lights there actually. Let's see if we can get them on. Or are they reverse? No, they're not reverse. They are working lights. Cool. So that's the first Agritechnic pack. Oh, I don't know if it's a pack or it's what it is really. Anyhow, moving on to the last mod of the day. We didn't really have too much coming out on the weekend. We had quite a bit this week, but not a lot for the weekend. And what have we got? We've got some pig enclosures. And I'm pleased to say these work. They're actually generating pigs. Go into the menu and have a look. And you see I've got 2 on that one and 2 on that one. Now, the strange thing is though, this one and that one, it might be down to the food, but that one has not generated any manure. This one has. Now we got two different ones. I thought I'd get them back out. You can see we got manure on that one, so that one must be that one with 112, because that one's got no manure. Anyhow, two pig enclosures, one holds 60 pigs. Now this is the smaller one here. This is 60 pigs and this is 90 pigs. The 60 pigs will cost you it will cost you £45,000, and for the 90 pigs it will cost you £80,000. -9 on the slot count for 90 pigs and -8 on the slot count for the 60 pigs. And when I first saw it, I thought that is going to be a nightmare getting in here, but you don't need to get in here. Everything is done at the door. This is just for you to have a look at, so you don't need to bring anything in here whatsoever. Now I don't know about that bit on the floor there, that might be just a bit of show. Now cleanliness, I didn't check cleanliness. Yeah, the cleanliness need cleaning. It must be that little bit on the floor there then. So you do need to get in here, because that wasn't there earlier. So that's where your cleanliness, you've got to sort that out, is there. Because I did think it was this one here. Now here is your animal dialogue box for buying your animals and whatever, but you also tip into here as well. Now I haven't checked all the different commodities for the pigs. All I've done is bring pig food in, and it took the pig food no problem, because if you're using pigs, buy pig food. Don't use all your commodities. Don't give them soybeans and sunflowers and everything else you get really good money for. It's a complete waste of time. You sell a pig and you get £1,000, so it's not worth doing. You need the pig food silo. For those who don't know, there is actually a pig food silo where you can get very cheap pig food, and you can make pigs very profitable. Otherwise they're just very demanding. They take a lot of your crops, and you can go out and plant a load of sunflowers or a load of whatever, and they will just eat the lot, and they won't give you much profit for it either. Now when I did tip for the straw, you have got to get right up to the door. You go up to the door and then it tips for the straw. So if you're having a struggle with that, actually put the trailer in the door. Now you just got to be careful with the size of the trailers you're using. That's why these Straightmans, they're pretty good, because you can tip on the back, grain door, on the sides, or on the left or on the right. You can do what you want with it, so it doesn't get in the way. Now it's just a bit strange that this one has got no manure there, so I'm not working, but I did fast forward time. It's well over probably about 18 hours, so we got manure in that one, and we should have manure in that one, but there isn't any. So we got a slurry point just here as well. Now it doesn't look like there's any trigger on the ground, what you can see. Now I haven't checked to see if we can get slurry out of that. I'll tell you, let me go and get a slurry tank. I've got one over there. Yeah, and the trigger is coming up on the menu to fill, where we got what, 1737. Fill it up, and yeah, so we can take slurry out of there. That's working, no problem. And obviously the manure's there, because the manure is there, you can see it. Staying with that one, you start filling that. 144 in that one. See, there's exactly the same amount of slurry, so where's the bloody manure then? So if you're going to use it, use the larger one. I think you're going to use the larger one anyway. You rather have 90 pigs rather than 60 pigs, because the manure doesn't seem to be working. But overall, nice looking building. It's a brick structure, very low. You can jump on the roof. That's why I was a bit concerned, thinking, oh, we ain't getting tractors in there, but you don't need to. All the triggers are on the outside. The only thing you have to do is a bit of cleaning up. Let's go and check this one to see if we got any cleanliness, because if we go into the menu, and that one's cleanliness, yeah, that one hasn't got a straw. That is why then. So it does work, I just forgot to put straw in it, which that was what I was going to show you. So we come up to the trigger line, and you see it doesn't come up until you sort of stick it in that door, and then it comes up. Now we'll have manure. So it does, it all works, no issues, simple as that. So that's your lot for FS19 mods. Now, we didn't really have that many mods for Friday, but a few mods is better than no mods. I was hoping we might get another map, as we got quite a few maps coming on the way now. Where we got Greenwich Valley, that's the one I'm waiting for at the moment. That looks pretty nice map. So righto, well, we'll leave it there for today. I hope you've enjoyed this episode, and if you did, then I always appreciate you smash those like buttons for me. Now, if you want to look at any more FS19 mods, go and check out my channel, because I've got loads of different, I've got new mods. I can't remember how many videos there are now, but there is a hell of a lot. And we've got mods in testing, mod reviews, we've got map tours, we've got loads of different stuff. Go and check it out. And you never know, you might want to subscribe. Thanks for watching, and I will see you next time.